right, welcome back. Again, this is Jason Hall, Team Home Loans. You're listening to 1170 AM The Answer, and this is Whissel Wednesday, where you can find Kyle and Jason every Wednesday evening at 7 to 8. On right now is a personal, close friend, like my brother. We're also referred to as the odd couple, Felix and Unger. But that is my assistant branch manager and close friend, Sam Beckett with Team Home Loans, a branch of Synergy One Lending. Sam, how you doing?
I'm great this evening. You?
Great. You always look great. You got your suit, you got your tie, you're got the black coat. JC's looking good in his blue, and Mr. Hall wearing Charger blue with the Charger bolt.
Well, I got to do you up on the dress attire since you got me on age.
I do have an
age before beauty, right?
You know what's funny though? I like to tease you. People are always shocked. They always think you're older.
Yeah, I know.
Why do you think that is?
I'm losing some hair.
No, it's just because he's very experienced. He knows what he's talking about.
I like Brian's answer.
There
better.
it is.
Oh.
I got you. You can drop me that 20 anytime.
We were at a Craig Soin event on Thursday night, and there was a few people that thought Kyle Whissel was older than me. Can you guys imagine that? Yeah. Because he's been very successful. He does really well. And as I like to tease him, I like to tease him because his hair's, kind of growing back. His dad was bald pretty young age. Kyle's in his mid-30s and starting to already show signs of stuff going. Well, as you guys look, I got some eyebrows, right? I got some hair. We're sitting at a leadership meeting, and Kyle just reaches over and is like, dude, I got to do this. And I'm like, what? He just rips one of my long eyebrow hairs, just rips it right out. And the other 5 people just start busting, and I'm like in shock, right? Like, okay, what was that? And a few moments later, Kyle looks back at it, and on the other side, I got another little one hanging out, and he goes, dude, can I get this one too? I'm like, well, my head's still stinging. Yeah, go ahead. And he rips that one out, and everybody's laughing, and he's like, yeah, I can't believe the hair on your head, dude. I said, at least I have hair on my forehead.
Nice.
Oh, and he goes, Kyle, as you guys all know, went touche, Mr. Hall, touche. I fired that pretty quick. But as you know, Kyle and I are really close. But Sam, you and I are close because we work together.
Yep.
Sometimes 30 to 60 hours a week. Our offices are right side by side. We're helping one another. We're motivating one another. But how's the lending business right now?
Lending business is on fire.
It's on fire, huh?
Yeah, rates are still good. They're holding down.
And lots of people buying.
A lot of people buying. A lot of people getting off the fence because I think they're understanding that the market's going up, as JC said earlier in the segment, 13.4%.
That's crazy,
huh? People are seeing that. And I think they're just getting off the bandwagon, just saying, hey, you know what? These rates aren't going to hold either. I need to do something now. I think that's artificially what's creating the lack of inventory. Personally, I don't think it's just a matter of lack of, in my opinion. JC, jump in if you think I'm wrong. But I think just because there's so many buyers out there, if you look at the overall number, I think there's probably just as much inventory over the last 6 months as there has been since the last year.
There might be. You might be right on that over the last year. I'm just thinking historically, we just have a very small amount of homes for sale. And it's a supply and demand, like you said.
Absolutely.
We have probably the same we had a year ago, but we just, because the rates are lower, because people are more confident in their jobs and they do want to live here, they see the appreciation we've been talking about here on Whissel Wednesday for the past 6 months. And they're now finally going, wow, I missed out on 6 or 7% if I would have listened to Kyle in October. And I better listen to him now coming May, because you guys believe May 1st is Friday?
Oh, that's crazy.
May 1st, 2015, Sam. You were laughing, and so is our staff. One of my agents introduced me on email and said, hey, Joe and Sally, here's Jason Hall, one of my preferred lenders. You'll love him. He's been doing loans since the 80s. All right. Now, I started going, whoa, wait a minute, man. That's really starting to age me, right? 1989. I got in the business in Union Bank October 30th, 1989. 61 days in the 80s, guys. I didn't close a loan my first 61 days, by the way. But I guess I did technically work in the 80s. But that starts to age us.
It does. I was born in 1989.
And you see, that's what some of our staff said. Some of our staff literally said, I wasn't born, Jason, when you started.
I was.
When you started in the banking and loan business. But Sam, you've been doing it how many years now?
About 13, going on 14.
All right, so 14 years. So you're a seasoned professional. Yep. You're one of the top producers in San Diego. You're definitely one of the top producers, if not the top producer at Team Home Loans. Again, we're a branch of Synergy One Lending. You're one of the top 10% people in that company in Synergy One Lending. And you owned a business prior to getting to this, so you understand the business model. You understand helping people. You've always loved helping people. But I know the one nice thing that you do a lot of is you work really hard for your agent and for that buyer, and you're helping your clients getting their offer accepted when there's 10 plus offers on a home. How are you able to do it when the guy at Chase is having problems getting it done?
A lot of it's just picking up the phone, being diligent about, calling the list agent, making sure you have all the proper documentation in the door before giving an actual pre-approval. We don't believe in pre-qualification at Team Home Loans. We believe in pre-approval.
And what is that? What is pre-approval
Pre-approval
versus?
is going to be different than pre-qual. Like a lot of the big banks do pre-qualifications. They just take your application over the phone. They ask you basic information and just run with it and say, okay, you're great. And then when you get into escrow, meaning your contract's accepted, then they collect all the documentation. And a lot of times that's could be detrimental. There could be things on your pay stubs that are inaccurate from what you said your income was.
Or your tax
something
returns.
on your tax returns, exactly.
Bank statement.
What we do at Team Home Loans is we make sure we not only get the application pull credit, but we collect all the proper documentation up front. Get your tax returns, get your pay stubs. That way when we're ready to go, we have the pre-approval done right. You get into escrow, everything's
So you
smooth
actually
sailing.
have a full package when your clients are
full
writing
package.
offers, right?
So when you call a list agent, when JC's out making offers with a buyer that we have, we can call the list agent and say, hey, look, we've got have everything. We didn't just verbally do everything. I physically have reviewed XYZ, and that's what helps over the big banks.
Because
Jason, I can
Jason.
vouch for what you were saying about Sam. I mean, something as simple as having the lender call the listing agent. I mean, this is a competitive market for buyers
10,
right
15,
now.
20
You've
offers,
got
right?
multiple offers. Oftentimes they're going over asking price depending on which neighborhood in San Diego you're going after. And to just have your agent, your loan officer call the listing agent and say, hey,
That puts you like above 90% of most of the competition out there, right?
Nobody
Just
really
making
does
the
that.
call.
Yeah.
Right? Just making the call. And then because of who you are, Sam, and doing this as many years as you had, and being with the right team at Team Home Loans or Branch of Synergy One Lending, you're able to connect and
Right.
know who those listing agents are because we've done so many deals, right?
Yeah, and some of them recognize us and
Yeah.
say, hey, that
Yeah.
makes all the difference.
See,
in the
I know
world.
the guys at Synergy One. I got guys like JJ Jarrett's, man, the stud of Synergy One Lending, who just stepped in the studio. We're going to talk to him in a few moments.
and they're not putting out nonsense pre-approvals. You know that if they say they can do it, they can do it.
Right, right.
And as a listing agent and even as a buyer's agent, you want that confidence.
So I want the listeners to understand. So if you're listening, what a lot of banks and a lot of internet sites will do is, oh, you want a pre-qual? Enter your information in this little calculator. Okay, I make 80 grand a year. Oh, I will put down 10%. Oh, my credit's above par in my mind at 612, right? And boom, I all of a sudden get a pre-qualification, Sam, for like what, 500 grand or
Yeah.
whatever it might be. And I think I'm qualified and I think I can go write offers with the Whissel team or any of the real estate agents out there and go, yeah, I look good. And then when they get to a cross approval, and do you want to explain what a cross approval is to the listeners?
Yeah, a lot of times what a cross approval is us as lenders have relationships with list agents, and to protect their seller, they put us on as what's called a cross approval, so we can validate that offer is going to close, that person has been properly pre-approved, not pre-qualified. It's not that we're out there trying to snake business or steal business. We're protecting the
We're just
list
doing a
agent's
review.
relationship. We're doing a review.
We're doing a review. So
Absolutely.
I do a lot of cross approvals. And what I ask the agent, the buyer, or the lender is I need a full copy package.
Mhm.
And when the other lender says, well, what's a full copy package? I go, you got to be kidding me, right? If you don't know what a copy package is, your buyer's probably not going to be the one that gets this house.
Right,
Right?
exactly.
I mean, it's scary when you're listening that they don't understand what a copy package is. Now, I don't expect the buyer to understand a copy package. I don't even really expect some of the agents. If you're still new in the business, you may not understand what a copy package is. But if you've been in the lending business longer than a week, you should know what a copy package is so that you can make sure you've collected all the pre-approval documentation, Sam, that you're talking about. The tax returns, the W-2s,
Absolutely.
the bank statements, the credit report, a loan application. You know the full financial picture. And as I tell these cross-approval lenders, here's the deal. If you were going to tell your very best customer that you've known for years and years and years that this lender has done a proper job and fully pre-approved this buyer that's getting ready to go into escrow for 30 to 60 days with your seller, does all you want is an automated approval or a pre-qual letter from online? They go, I go, exactly. So what do you think I would want? Because this is my very best client that I'm cross-approving for you, my very best friend. What are you going to give me? Or if you're just going to give me just the real basic stuff, probably not going to cross-approve your client. You're probably not going to get your offer of your client reviewed. And again, reaching out, like JC said, is half the battle, just reaching out. But then having a full package, as Sam Beckett here with Team Home Loans or Branch of Synergy One Lending said, having a full pre-approval and making sure you have your whole documentation. So if you're looking to buy right now in the marketplace, you need to be prepared. Right now, there is 10 plus offers on any good priced home.
Absolutely.
10 plus right now on any good priced home. If you're the only one competing on a home, it's probably not priced right now. You should be asking yourself, what is going on? The market is on fire. Kai Whissell's called it since October. This will be the best winter, the best spring. It continues to flow. It's unbelievable. And we're getting ready to go to break here, but just joined us in studio, Mr. JJ, John Jarutz. How you doing, JJ?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right. Well, we're going to talk to JJ here in a few moments. He's got a show come up at 8 o'clock, but we're getting ready to go to break. Again, you're listening to 1170 AM The Answer, and this is Whissel Wednesday. Jason Hall with Team Home Loans.